Okay, here we go.
You just blindly say yes.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite Family Guy skits and whatnot, was when they had the person like Peter or something agree to the freaking thing, and then like someone came over and like punched him in the face, like, this was a part of your iTunes agreement. We gonna hit you.
Okay.
Just push all the way. It should
Oh,
automatically
there.
go. It should cap out. It should be. For some, I don't get why it does this. It's just like, hey, it automatically already pre-caps you out.
Okay, we'll go there.
I went with 5.
Just the brightness. Till the symbols barely. Let's just go really dark.
This game as dark as it is, I would suggest going 5. I always go 1 up on what they say because of the fact that a lot of times the games are really dark.
Subtitles. No, I don't want subtitles. Actually, maybe we should have.
It would have been a good idea just because the people watching, if they can't hear quite all that well. Activision, the company that tries to steal everyone's enough money. Well, like, think about it. Think about the things that they come out with.
I
like,
never knew you in life.
Think about
Your first life,
for
anyway.
example. Like the yearly
You
Call of
died
Duty
on a
releases that make
battlefield long
millions.
before
Right.
my time. Something special brought us together.
Skylanders. Like, here, buy a
They
tool
called
that
it
works with a video
the
game.
Traveler.
And
Yeah.
the kid wants
And
more
when it
of the tool
arrived,
so that he can have more
it
characters
changed
in the
your
video game.
world forever. It was a golden age. And for centuries, humanity thrived. Until it didn't.
Me and John get laughing about that line right there. Until they didn't. It's just like, just stop.
Pursued the Traveler across the universe. Humanity faced extinction. But the Traveler made a choice. Its sacrifice destroyed its ancient enemy and brought life to the ghosts. I am a ghost. More importantly, I'm your ghost. And you are one of the Traveler's chosen. You are a guardian.
So what are you going to end up being? Titan or Warlock?
This
Titan.
is your destiny.
Gotta go for that Captain America shield.
Wait, so they got rid of the hammer, right?
I haven't gotten far enough in the game from what it looks like and from what the leaks are, is that you do still have all 3 subclasses. It just, you have to reclaim them. So like if you saw me playing earlier, I reclaimed my Void subclass and whatnot. I think you can reclaim your Lightning. This part I found really cool because it was like, hey, this is when you beat this and this is when you beat this. So I found this part really cool because if you look at the bottom right, you can see that there's a date set to it. Like this was when you beat this.
Okay, nice.
So for me, it was cool because it was like you beat the first raid on 2014 or something like that, or in 2014, and you beat the second raid in 2014. And the funny part is when it shows the raid one, it actually shows the fact that like your fire team that you completed the raid with too. So all those guys, it shows their gamer tags and everything, which was funny because for me, when it came to the second raid. I beat the second raid with one other guy. The other guy carried me through and was basically, he soloed the raid and just carried me through the raid, which was actually kind of fun. And see, this is when you beat King's Fall. There's the fire team. That was the one raid that you've done that you didn't want to ever do again because of how much of a pain it was. Okay, so now this is where you can either make a person. I ended up just deleting all mine because they have more faces and more like add-ons and stuff that you can do. So I ended up just deleting mine. But you could literally, that's because the way the idea behind this is like, hey, this is your character from the first one. This is the way they looked in the first one.
Right.
Whatnot. So I was like, hey, keep the same character face and whatnot.
do this one again. I really have to. Oh, that's kind of stupid.
What?
It doesn't, like, it doesn't just show it when I hover over it.
Now you gotta click.
That's lame.
There's some beastie looking freaking like exos that you can make.
Kind of like that one.
With the no eyes. But then you don't get an eye color.
We'll go that one.
See, that one's cool because you got the like cheek color, and I'm curious if you can actually adjust that. That's probably with mouth color.
Gray. Actually, yeah, I kind of like that.
Blue, blue, blue. With gray. With black looks nice. I actually like that with black.
Yeah, no,
there's
that's
like
what I
a
was thinking.
texture to it. I don't know why like they added like a shader for that one or something like
Yeah.
that.
No, it looks good.
It's the little circle rings. I have a rhinoceros.
Oh my gosh.
What is that? Triceratops? Is that the one with the, like,
No,
the
it's
big head? That's weird.
funky. What's this?
I was like, hey, I've seen some stuff, man. I've seen some stuff. I got hit. It happened.
I'm gonna go with. No, I don't want that one.
I was gonna say, I was like, really? Of all things?
I'm gonna go with the little Captain America wings.
Hey, you have the shield. Might as well.
And then make it red. Yeah.
But
Actually,
hold
white.
on. Do you like the red? Because I know it looks good with the armor that you have right now, but that armor ain't gonna stay. Trust me.
Nah, I'm gonna go with that.
Markings. What do they have the markings set to? Go try no markings first. Ooh, that black is just good. That plain black looks nice. So the marking is like, hey, there's white on your top. What's that? 37.
This one.
Oh.
That. No. I don't know. I kind of like that.
I have like 4 that I like. If you said it's a black, how would black look on the black?
It counts.
Yeah, you can't really see it. Yeah.
Well, I don't.
What about
like
red?
that. I don't like red though. We'll go gray. Yeah, that's ugly.
It's
No,
kind
we're
of
just
like
gonna go.
dirt at that point.
We're just gonna go none of it. Okay.
Can you hear the game through your headset? Oh, cool. I'm glad that way you could hear everything that's going on. I don't know why, but every time I play this game, I get the need to, sing the Halo theme song.
This is by Bungie.
Yeah, but like I don't. There's no real. I mean, there's a connection. Obviously, people
Right,
are like,
no, I know.
Guardians are Spartans, and then the Hive is
Yeah.
the Hive is the Flood, and
Cora,
No,
if
I-
you tell me this is a practical joke,
the Cabal or something.
well, it kills
the
me to
Cabal
say
or the
it, but I would
Brutes.
be really impressed.
Impressing you, Cade,
The
is
Fallen
the
are
easiest
the
thing I'll do all
Covenant.
Let's get serious, people.
Zavala, this is my serious face. Can't you
Who'd the
tell?
next be?
Ikora,
Is there any like robot
What have you
people
got?
in the freaking?
Someone or something
Covenant?
sabotage the
I
Skyline
mean-
defense systems.
And
there robot
cars
people
have
in
been
the Covenant?
spotty for the last few hours.
No, but
Every sensor beyond
they're
the
probably the
walls
most
goes
resemble them the
Oh
most.
no. They
Maybe
would
it's
be
just
The Sentinels.
Sentinels. That would be probably the closest connection because the Sentinels look a
Sentinels
lot
tell us?
like the freaking
Mm-hmm.
What are they called? The
So is
floating
this
guys
the
in this one?
first
Good, right?
level
No.
that that I played over
I
on
mean,
the
Yes,
Yeah,
on
not
the
the
beta,
beta.
that's the initial level.
There
That's
are
why
no
in the beta they let
satellites.
you play the initial opening level.
So I have to play it again.
So yeah, you have to play it again. So in reality, if you've seen this cutscene in the next one, you could technically.
battle stations!
The only difference is in the next cutscene, you actually get to see your face, where in the beta they,
Everyone
face in the beta.
now!
So when you're flying in the ship,
Hang on!
fact that he was actually being pushed back. Because I get when like a tanner puts up their bubble, they put their hands inside and they put the bubble out. But like whenever you play as a Titan, you put the bubble out and then you can do stuff where he's having to stand there and continuously put it out. I don't know if it's just because he's having to trying to make sure that it's stronger to hold stronger or something. But it doesn't really. It doesn't make sense. So when I first saw this trace, I thought that big ship was going to be the big like boss ship.
Yeah.
Well, not instead of like being like a container for the. You're right. The audio is doing something weird. What? Say something. They're fine. That's the controller for my computer.
Repeat, tower
Right
approach.
here
This
is
is
the only
City Hawk
difference from the
723.
beta to the actual game. From
Anyone
what it seems
home?
on this cutscene is you actually get to see your face when the beta.
No response on any channels. Even the emergency frequencies.
But that kind of makes sense since they didn't let you
What's
with the whole
going on
character
back there?
creation during beta.
Remember when I told you that you fly too fast? Forget I said that. Fly fast.
The difference you're going to notice now is the fact that, hey, you have nothing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you might want to turn up the look sensitivity because I know I like turn up like a lot.
Cabal!
This doesn't make sense. The Cabal conquer systems by blowing up planets.
It's right.
Whatever they want, it must be here. In
I
the
turned it
last
all the way
city.
up to 7 myself, so. Tutorial part of it. I like that it's minimalistic tutorial though, where they're not like
Commanders of Allah.
stringing you into doing
Civilians,
something
report to
a
evac
certain way.
points. Guardians, rendezvous
Well,
in
it's
the
probably
plaza.
because they know that you
Our
already played the
city
first
will
one.
Not fall.
I don't know. I'd say like 50% of people.
Hey, you two. Give me a
That's
sec.
Cade. For Cade. Can't walk forward because he's kind of like a
Caballo's doing the hero thing in the plaza. Me? I've got a date with whoever's behind this. It'll be a short date.
I don't know. From what my understanding is, I think only like 40% of people who play Destiny 1 are coming into Destiny 2. Everyone else is not. There's a lot of people who are upset about the way Destiny 1 did stuff and upset about the lack of content.
I'll take care of these people. If the
I
Cabal
found in
want
this game
war,
from my time in it and whatnot, there's so much more to do. Remember how you got an exotic last time during the beta?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I have.
I figured.
Which I thought was odd when I played the beta was the fact that like, hey, here's a free exotic, and exotics are supposed to be this really big deal thing. Also, you're locked onto a subclass.
Evacuation Order 77 is in effect. This is not a drill. All civilians report to designated evacuation areas immediately.
Okay, jump. Okay, not down there. It's the wrong way to jump.
Okay, it's been a while since I played.
Okay, you did it. The hardest part is done, the jumping puzzles. And I'm gonna warn you, there's a lot of jumping puzzles in this game. Not really puzzles, but there's a lot of like parts where you're like jumping from spot to spot. Part where you're like in a Vex like electric water thing. This is where it's telling you, hey, you need to switch to your energy weapon so you can match elemental types, and if you destroy their shield with the energy weapon, it causes them to explode and do excess damage.
This one's kind of fun.
Huh? Yeah, it's the sidearm subclass of guns. Whatnot, and they're very much like close range, quick burst guns and whatnot. Not really too, you know, specific on, hey, you need to get headshots with this. It's just like, hey, you need a another door.
Look at the size of that thing.
So this part was weird to me playing through, because that ship is supposed to be like the command ship right there, and then in the cutscene where you're actually flying onto the command ship and whatnot, it doesn't look like that ship at all.
Right,
like
yeah, I remember that from the beta.
Yeah, it looks like a smaller little ship or something, and like it's like, okay, was that actually not the command ship over the left, and you guys just kind of like teased us with like, hey, this is the command ship, but it's not, or what was the deal with that? Just like faked it on us or something? See, by matching the elemental type, you cause them to explode and do damage to him and everyone else. Very nifty. Still fun. Ah, Harvey. Right bumper. So why are you trying to look?
It's been a couple months since I played, so.
Look at the Traveler.
And now it's telling you, hey, if you press the select button, you can see
my
your
ghost
objective.
keeps tagging these Cabal as red.
Hey, at least you got that part.
Or what do you got?
I'm shocked you got that part when you couldn't remember how to melee.
Ruthless.
Shut
And
up.
rumor is they have never.
Can't remember how to melee, but you know, I can remember how to slide.
Today they face Guardians.
But Zavala, they're attacking the Traveler.
The Traveler waits. We protect our people at any cost.
Like there's a dude. No, take. When I did this part, I mean, I did this part at like 3 in the morning or something, but you know.
These Red Legion are well trained, but we are better. We will hold this line until the last civilian is safely away.
You should try out your super, because they give you a bunch of orbs right now. The rockets that fire and Zavala blocking you generates a bunch of orbs for you guys, so you can pretty much just like test out your supers.
Past the gate. The evac shuttles are back there.
Yeah, see, now it's like, hey, try your super out. The cool part about your super, even though you're the, you know, the smash titan basically, it's a roaming thing, so now you can run around and smash and punch and stuff or something like that, or kick. Well, they made it so that it's not like, hey, one smash and you're done, because a lot of people had issues with that. It's like, hey, I have to be very picky about my smash, and I can't really get up close to enemies who are really strong, because they can pretty much one-shot. They got rid of that whole one-shot smash ground thing that bosses used to have, because of the fact that people who had close range supers, it was like, man, I don't really have an ability to use my super against this guy.
We hold here. That command ship, it's next to last. Missiles! Stay inside my shield!
I don't know if it would do the glitch that it did in the beta. Whatever happened to you, but like Zavala actually died.
Oh.
Like he got blown up and he turned into like the particle death thing that happens when you die. But the difference, but he came back, so like he respawned like you would. Like, it's funny. I don't know if it was a glitch or if it's like something that can actually happen in this scene.
Zavala, the last of the shuttles is away. But the speaker, he never made it. I'm going to look for him.
I've got the plaza. Go with Ikora. Find the speaker.
We're on it, Commander.
I forget where, but there is a part somewhere in here where in the first Destiny they had David Bowie or something like that make a song for Destiny about being like guardians or something like that, and there's like a doorway that you can like walk up to, and
Ikora, the speaker is gone.
The doorway that you can walk up to, and like you can hear the song being played on the other side.
And you will find
But, like everyone like resoundingly hated that song.
Zavala.
Not very good about watching the little like
Find the speaker.
fake
We need to move on that
cutscene
command
things they have
ship.
set up for you.
Now head to the North Tower. I'm sending Amanda Holiday to pick you up.
Yeah, that's a lovely new enemy that they have, is these guys who shoot out fire, and, you know, like, standing in fire was one of the most annoying things about the game, because, like, hey, you stand in fire, oh man, you're burning, you get out of the fire, oh man, you're still burning. So these guys, you know, they kind of just like to put out that fire right on the ground for you.
Holiday is inbound.
Well, at least when you like kill it, it like blows up and kills other people around them.
Well, that's only
what
if
it
you,
seems like.
It's only if you hit their tank. You're getting lucky in hitting their tank. I've had so many times where I've tried aiming for their tanks and it doesn't hit. Like I can't get it to hit or anything. Well, not the tank, and then you're getting very lucky where you're just like hitting it out of luck. That was another weird part about this, is right there that boss dropped heavy ammo, but you don't have a heavy gun yet. They don't give you a heavy gun for a little bit. I want to say it's like at least after this mission. Maybe
Zavala,
maybe after
picked
this
up that
mission.
guardian
Yeah, that's right.
you never
because
shut
after
up
this
about.
Get them on that command ship now.
Okay, look, that doesn't look like the same
Hold
ship
on back
at
there.
all that was attacking the city. I think it looks way smaller.
Yeah, it does.
I don't see any of the cannons on the side like I saw on the other ship. On the other ship on the backside, there was like 3 rows of cannons or something.
Come on, big guy. Do something.
Funny how she asked for him to do something, but in all reality, she should know that, hey, like he pretty much sacrificed himself to make the ghost and to defeat the darkness.
All right, Guardian. Time to kick him where it hurts.
Like I could kind of see now that rewatching that part, I was looking specifically for those cannons on the back. You could see them and whatnot, but that ship just looks so much smaller in that cutscene than it was flying by. Which doesn't make sense because you're up close and personal with it, so it should seem bigger when you're up close instead of bigger when you're afar. Because that's the way, you know.
Let us know when the shields are down and we'll hit that ship with everything we got.
I feel like this was the part where they're like, we need to show off how pretty our game could look right here. With the electrical stuff and the water effects and everything going.
That hologram could help. Let me take a look. Okay, the shield generator should be at the bottom of the ship.
Matches on those. Those are supposed to stick. Oh, there's suppression. You have the suppression grenade. Okay. I think you can switch up your grenade if you want. Because you should have one that will like stick to the enemies or something like that. I forget about the Titan's lightning class.
Hey, what's your status?
This one. A little low on ammo. Old flaming pit. Kept burning out.
Remember, yeah, radar.
From Akora.
Kind of somewhat points you in the direction.
Wait for the speaker.
I do say somewhat. And if you're ever unsure what to do, just pull out your ghost and whatnot, and it'll put a marker exactly where you need to go. That is something you're going to be sad about. They got rid of Titan Ski.
That's stupid.
Yeah, Titan skating is gone. Well, it's not really all that stupid because the reality is the Titans are supposed to be the big tanky guys who run all that quick and mobile, and it made them like the quickest. Made them the quickest guardians. Like they were faster than freaking hunters or warlocks. So it was kind of weird that hey, these guys are supposed to be the big tanky guys who aren't supposed to have crazy mobility and whatnot, and yet they can go faster than any other class. It didn't really make a lot of sense. Come to find out now, Scions have been reworked to now they are sniper rifle guys.
It's very Halo-esque, I guess.
Oh yeah, because of the I forget what they're
It's
called.
like an enemy. Where is it?
Probably hiding in that box.
There.
Yeah, I forget what those guys were called. With how much Halo we played growing up and whatnot, like
They were the Jackals.
The Jackals. Sorry, you've watched a lot more on Halo lore than I ever did.
It's not lore, it's just remembering the game.
Hey, again, the last Halo game I played was Halo Wars 2, and it didn't really have a lot of like very much detail onto the actual like people and whatnot, or like enemies and stuff like that. It was just mainly based around hey, like big like battles within stuff. Prior to that was Halo 5, and we all know how that went. Just kind of like it was good to get a story and whatnot. It was nice to get some more.
It wasn't even that good of a story though.
It wasn't that good of a story, but being the Halo fans that we are, it was nice to have something after such a long time. Because Halo 5 came out what, like 2 years after Halo 4?
Honestly, I wish they would have just waited longer and just done it right.
You just didn't like the way they went with the story.
It was stupid.
It wasn't stupid per se. It was. I know the choice of making Cortana be this bad guy now. It was Cortana who was a bad guy, right? Yeah, because she was.
Yes, Cortana was a bad guy.
Yeah, she was part of the computer system now. Well, I just really hated the freaking whole Locky. Was that his name? I disliked the whole.
It wasn't Lockheed. It was just Locke.
Oh, Locke. I disliked the whole Locke thing. Like we didn't need. I mean, you could add Spartans. I have no problem with you adding Spartans, but don't try and make them as powerful as Master Chief. That doesn't make any sense. He's engineered from birth and whatnot. Where these other guys are soldiers who are then, injected with stuff later on in life and whatnot, and not engineered from birth. There's no reason why he should be able to, put up. I mean, I can get like, hey, maybe you can put up a little bit of fight, but it should just seem pretty one-sided on Master Chief's side.
Out of ammo.
You're secondary here.
Just in case there's anything back there.
It's okay. I think you're close to him. This level, anyways.
All right, destroy the turbine.
I remember this part.
Shield should fizzle. Yes, just like that.
You got lucky in your beta. You didn't have to deal with the annoying version of this thing, where there was 3 of those things going around, and they were moving really fast. And my lord, were they a pain. Just drop in the hole. You can fall in that hole right there and you're perfectly safe from the thing. You just can't fall on the side on.
It's working.
got it. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that didn't work.
Is the grenade really needed?
No, but whatever.
Something you're trying to accomplish with that?
Amanda, we're headed topside. Amanda!
I don't know why your guy looks like so tired and fat when he runs. Like you get what I'm seeing right there? Like he just looks like he looks like he's running uphill, but he wasn't. He was running on a flat surface. Yeah, it's kind of how he looked. He looked like he was running uphill.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he kind of. I guess it was.
Guardian, something's wrong.
Dinklebot, no. You're not gonna get that reference, are you? Because the voice for the ghost right now is not the original voice that they had. They had
Do not look at me.
What was his name?
Creature.
Or something like that. He's the guy, the midget from Game of Thrones.
No, I know. I know who he is.
They had him voice it and whatnot, and so everyone used to call it Dinklebot.
Behind.
And now they have another guy voicing it. I like the voice actor. Voice actor from the old one, anyways.
Really forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you.
I love Gull's design. Like, of all, like, main bosses and whatnot, I really love Gull's design.
Your kind never deserved.
Right, I've been waiting for a Cabal freaking expansion since the game first came out, because the Cabal were always my favorite enemies.
I am Gaul. And your light
I love the whole, like, Roman Legionnaire
is mine.
design aspect to them and whatnot. Like I said, every time I get the need to do the Halo stuff. Halo has no real connection to this, other than the fact that it's Bungie. Granted, do you feel like Bungie did a better job, or did 343?
Bungie.
When did Bungie get cut off? I don't remember. What the Halo was it that they stopped at? I know they did 1.
So,
did they did 2?
Yes, they did 2. They did 2 and 3.
They did 2 and 3, and then they got cut off. And
well, they technically did Reach.
They technically did Reach. And then 343 took over at Halo 5 or 4.
Yeah.
Who did Halo Wars? Was that just completely different?
Halo Wars was, I think the first one was someone else. And then Halo Wars 2 was, what guys was it?
343?
343, yeah.
That sucks. They should have kept the old guys from Halo Wars 1, because Halo Wars 2 was definitely not as good as 1. I didn't care for like the cartoony art style they went with it.
No, they didn't look very
good. Did you see that ship right there? The big ship that was eating the planet? That is what everybody is estimating right now that the first raid is going to take place on, is that thing. Because there's an achievement, and they have shirts out with the symbol for that thing. It's called the Leviathan.
Yeah.
So they have like t-shirts with the symbol, and there's an achievement, beat the Leviathan raid, and then it's has the symbol for the ship and whatnot. So everybody's thinking, hey, it's going to take place on that ship or something, or you have to defeat that ship somehow. Or not. Obviously, I don't know if you're ever going to do a raid, but you know, I'm excited about that. Here comes like the saddest part of this game.
Oh gosh. Oh boy.
But you don't got light anymore.
Oh gosh, so slow.
If you want me to direct you, go that way. Going the wrong way. This is kind of, you have to kind of walk a long way. That's why I'm saying. It's kind of a good way to walk. This can take a minute if you're not kind of directed.
Oh, I can't even jump.
Yeah. You can't
I'm
jump.
so old looking.
You can't slide. You can't punch. You can't do anything right now.
Gotta go up the stairs.
No, you go down into the pit. trying to stay off the streets, because if you look up a little bit, you should see Cabal walking. Yeah, see the one over the right. Yeah. This part and the part that follows are just like really sad. At least for someone like me who played all of Destiny 1, it's like, oh no. Very sad moment. Keep going. Your guy trips every now and then randomly for some reason. Just walk, just walk, just walk. I didn't get caught last time, and I waited a little bit, and I like stopped, and then I was like, wait a minute, what if I get caught? What if the light finds me? What happens?
Well, maybe we'll find out.
Yeah, you're good. Cabal and Cabal tanks. Or Red Legion tanks. And Red Legion.
Isn't this guy like related to the two brothers or something?
From my understanding, From my understanding, the two brothers sent out a signal to the head of the Cabal Empire, so the entire empire. The Red Legion is...
Oh.
You're alive. I thought I lost you.
Heal you, and then now you can kind of...
I can heal you.
Better.
But I
He's damaged.
resurrect you. Not since. Guardian.
So, from my understanding, the two brothers sent out a signal to the...
They've taken the city.
To the Emperor of the Cabal Empire.
Everything.
Whatnot, and he sent the Red Legion to come and get you. The Red Legion is like supposed to be like their strongest faction or something like that.
Have to get out of here.
And they've never known loss, and they are... And anywhere they go, even if they were to somewhat lose, they will destroy everything. They'll take everything with them, basically. So the brothers sent a signal to the Emperor, and then the Emperor sent the Red Legion.
An emergency broadcast.
At least is my general understanding about this.
They're evacuating the planet.
Gaul, the big guy from the previous scene, he seems very much like he's treated kind of like the Emperor or something like that, or treated like a god or something like that. But he's
probably
very...
just in general.
Well, they treat him kind of like a god. He's very much after the light and after becoming like a god or something like that with the light from the Traveler. So look to your right.
Hawk?
Yep. So the Hawk is supposed to be like a vision leading you somewhere.
These Guardians, they had no chance without their powers. That could be us. Guardian, if you die, I can't resurrect you. We need to be very careful.
Also, you can die, so be careful, because I never died.
Oh god.
I never died, and I don't know what happens if you do die. I'm pretty sure the game would just be like, oh, you have to restart from a certain point. And your punch is actually very strong mid-season. It pretty much one-shots them, so if they ever get close, just punch them. That's what I mean. Just go around melee. Ooh. Up to your right.
Oh, you can't run.
No. You're still somewhat on the weak side. I guess running was part of what the light gave you. The light gave you the ability to run. Seems like an odd thing. Granted, it kind of does make sense since you used to be dead. If you think about it, your hero used to be dead. Guardian.
Oh, I know.
That Falcon again. Is it following us? Or are we following it?
Oh,
there you go. No, you're not supposed to just jump down.
Aww.
Like, look, even that ship looks like almost the same size as what was supposed to be the command ship. Dogs are such an interesting addition to this game. Just because like you see the Cabal all throughout the first game, it makes you wonder like, are these only like Red Legion dogs or something, or are only the Red Legion able to have these dogs?
Because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, they like to do that. Whenever these dogs show up, they like to spawn in like a bunch of them. Lucky enough, like I said, one punch.
Try it?
I went across the log personally. I think you can go in the cave area and whatnot, but it seemed slow to me.
Huh?
Oh my lord!
I just
Nope,
go
nope,
for it?
nope, nope. Jump over there.
Oh. That's boring.
And there's your hawk. Jump! You missed!
Hey, I still made it, so I'm going to the cutscene, I think. Actually, I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, yep, see? Told you!
No, it's okay. I didn't make it either, and I was so, like, concerned. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, maybe you're not supposed to, because they literally just picked you up.
Things must be worse than I thought.
No, I think you're supposed to. I'm pretty sure you're supposed
Time
to.
to go, people!
Because I did it too, and I feel like I think you can't make that jump.
Well, she literally just picked you up off the ground.
Well, that's part of the cutscene, so hey, you're supposed to.
Yeah, because you fell. That's why I said you were supposed to fall.
Yeah. No. I thought you were saying you're supposed to make it.
No.
Yeah, no, you are supposed to fall, from my understanding.
The name's Hawk.
I just got so concerned when I did it because I was
Pilot
like, did I just die? Do I have to restart and redo all that walking I just did?
Probably gonna need one of these too.
And there's
time to make
heavy
yourself
weapons.
useful, Guardian. All right, people, spin them up. Got a long flight ahead of us.
Oh, I love these parts. These parts are like, this is like good like storytelling right here that they didn't have in the first one. These little like
All
cutscenes.
that I have done, grace me with your light. Take your place at the center of my empire. See me, and the Red Legion will be your true guardians.
Dominus, the city is secure. Those who fled are being hunted, and those foolish enough to remain have been executed. Victory, as with all things, is yours to claim.
This victory is as much yours as mine, old friend.
All that remains is the completion of the cage around this great machine. Then we may begin the extraction of its power and put it to its rightful use.
They call it the Traveler.
I would contend that other civilizations may be more precise in their naming. Its functions can be controlled and exploited, as we have so clearly proven.
Yet they believe it to be a god.
Dominus. Gaul. We have spent our lives, you and I, working to reshape our society, reforge our people, rebuild an empire nearly destroyed by Callus's greed and corruption. There is nothing in this universe greater than you. The Red Legion will have that machine's power. You will be called Emperor. What more would the Dominus have?
I would have words with my guest. So, you're the one who speaks for the Traveler.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love the storytelling better in this game so much. I love the whole double-sided story, because in Destiny 1 it was only like a one-sided story where you saw your Guardian's story and then like people around the Guardian and whatnot, but you never saw the enemy's side. Where in this game they give you a lot of that enemy side, and I enjoy that because then you get to see like the whole picture.
Coming up on the European Dead Zone. Gonna be our new home for a while.
Look, do you recognize it? That's where we're supposed to go.
That thing? They call it the Shard of the Traveler. I call it not a place you want to go poking around.
Look at how messed up your armor is. That's why if you go into your inventory, all it says is like damaged armor and it has like 10 defense level and whatnot, which is why you easily replace it. One thing Destiny 2 still has from Destiny 1. Loading screens that take forever.
Yeah.
So now, welcome to the farm. The farm is your new social space, kind of like the tower, where your vault will be, where gunsmith, cryptarch will be. Granted, the odd part about the cryptarch is even how far I am in the game, I've yet to get a single engram. So it's kind of weird.
Do you want me to write something?
I don't know how the cryptarch works anymore.
I'm glad to see you safe. I am Tyra.
So now you got your first mark. And I was like, hey, go talk to the main boss lady and equip your new stuff. And then it tells you about power level and whatnot, and how it's an average of all your other stuff.
Yes, Lightbearer.
But I want you to do something for me before you go and talk to her. Go up to your left. Okay, over there.
Her?
No. Go left.
Chit-chat. You and me.
Yeah, over there. Go. See the soccer ball? Yeah, you can go over there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
See the soccer ball?
Yeah.
Alright. Now look to your left and look to your right. Goal. They added a little soccer ball thing because of Destiny 1, everyone was always playing with the ball.
Oh!
Or not?
Yeah! Did I get a point? No, it's just sparkles.
It does sparkles, and I believe if you had looked right after you had shot it, should be fireworks that go off too.
Oh,
so it's a fun little thing.
Let's do the thing.
Assuming there's some stairs, yes.
This little bird.
This is... whew. Lot of civilization.
She would
For
sell
me,
you
at
weapons,
least.
but you don't have enough glimmer yet.
Take care of yourself, okay?
Directory. So now, unlike Destiny 1, where you had to go into back to orbit to be able to go to different places, all you have to do is hold down the pull out your ghost button. So So you hold it down and you can open your directory. And then you can just travel to where you need to go from here. But I think that's where we're going to end the video for today.
Yeah. We'll make another one and once I get back into it.
Got past the first main segment of the game and went on to unlock the farm.
This should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's such a better... I mean, there's so much betterness to this game. There's so much more to do. Like, even just doing patrols and stuff like that on the planets and whatnot is fun, entertaining, and there's adventures which are like... The first Destiny story missions, adventures are kind of like the same length as the first Destiny story missions and whatnot, but they're little like side adventures that give you more story about the world and more stuff that's going on in the world while you're doing your main story quest line and whatnot. So there's just a lot more fun in this game. Alright guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time.